What's going on, Cigar World? What's going on, Cigar Enthusiasts? This is Jack the Cigar Enthusiast, and I'm back with another video. And today, we're going over a topic that's not a typical topic, and it's smoke cool, smoke slow. With that being said, strap in, buckle up, and let's go.
Pull up in motorcade.
Today we're smoking on a hand-rolled Habano Torpedo cigar from Eborn City, 52 ring gauge and a 5.5 inch cigar. Today we're going over something that a lot of people don't talk about, and they don't talk about it simply because they don't know, right? Too many times I see people going into cigar lounges and they trying to hurry up and just have a cigar, right? You have a 30 minutes to 45-minute window where you're just trying to have a cigar and then be gone, right? But cigars are meant philosophically to be smoked at a slow pace, as well as enjoying and savoring the moment of just smoking that cigar. Now you got to think about it. Most cigars are smoked on special occasions, or just simply trying to have some downtime where you just want some time to yourself to really think. With that being said, that is why what I'm talking about matters. You cannot rush through a cigar. But I know y'all are like, well, Jack, I understand that you're telling me not to, but what is the precautions about it, right? We're going to go into that. So, smoking a cigar is meant to, again, to save the moment and enjoy the cigar. But here is the concrete reasons. So hyper-frequent puffing of a cigar will inevitably overheat the cigar, which means that the cherry that engages your binder, wrapper, and filler will again start to overheat that cigar, and you will not get a smooth draw, which will cause your cigar to become very bitter, and often the bitterness is irreversible, right? There is practically no way, because you're pulling your smoke out of here, it's coming from here, so that bitterness is traveling all the way up that cigar, so you're kind of really messed up on that end. So slow and steady is always perfect when smoking a cigar. Now, understanding this, understanding that smoking a cigar takes time. So with that being said, you have to give it time, right? If you're sucking a 5-inch Robusto in 10 minutes, you're treating the cigar as if it's a cigarette. And if you're treating the cigar as if it's a cigarette, then that is your biggest mistake. Puffing every 30 seconds to a minute should be an appropriate time interval for you to really enjoy that stick. Now, another thing I see people always doing is they will gain some ash on their cigar. And the first thing they want to do, again, is ash it. It's ash it. This is not a cigarette, guys, and you must understand that. It takes time to smoke that cigar. And when you have ash on your cigar, it's acting as a cooling medium or a heat regulator for your cigar. And what I mean is that ash is keeping that cherry from a lot of exposure to air and other elements that is going to allow that cherry to heat up and again create that bitterness. Now, the purpose of that ash is to act as a cooling medium for the cherry, because you don't want the cherry to overheat. That's why leaving the ash on as long as possible is a good thing. You want to contain that ash on there as long as possible, because again, it serves as a temperature regulator. Cigars are comprised of whole leaves, not chopped up leaves. So it makes it very easy for you to really control that ash and contain that ash, which is why I said if it's a perfected or a perfect cigar, or a premium cigar, or a well-rolled cigar, whatever you want to insert right there, then you're not going to have a problem keeping that ash on that cigar. I see one guy with an ash all the way out here, and I'm like, well, I can't do that with my $2.99 cigar. Of course you can't. Why? Because great cigars are meant to be able to hold the ash. Now there's a caveat to this, right? I said smoking too fast will cause some bitterness, right? But smoking too slow cause inconsistent pulls within your cigar, right? Which you'll have to constantly keep relighting and reigniting that cigar, which is going to, again, introduce some unpleasant flavors that you don't really want. And those unpleasant flavors is like carbon, char, all those flavors that you taste and you're like, man, Jack, what are you talking about? This is not good. Yes, because you're smoking too slow. So if you smoke too fast, it's bad. If you smoke too slow, is not good. No law out there of how long you should smoke or how long your smoke section should be. But as long as you're doing, 30 seconds to a minute pulls every now and again, you're not gonna have a problem smoking your cigar. Remember, leave the ash on there as long as possible, right? Smoke slow, but not too slow. And don't smoke fast either. So if you're doing this, that is smoking too fast. And what you're doing is heating up that cherry. And it's going to cause unpleasant taste within that cigar. Remember, 3 S's. Steady, smooth, slow. Steady, smooth, slow is going to help you minimize throwing money in the trash. All right? So this is Jack the Cigar Enthusiast. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for Quarantine Cigar Session number 5. So go on to Facebook, type in Dapper D's Cigars, and like and follow that page. That's going to give you exclusive discounts once my website is up and running. Also, go follow my Instagram, Dapper D's Cigar Emporium. And with that being said, I'm Jack the Cigar Enthusiast, and I'm gone.